Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arizona's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all the... really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires to the tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. A perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And in this offense, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. in the middle, it's Winfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of no neat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Swings it out to the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. Caught in the backfield, it's Winfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Old spin move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Snap in the shotgun. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, you don't see this very often. A defensive lineman getting the pick six. What an individual effort to get his hands on the football. How about that athleticism? And then take it to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Trying to get the edge on the right. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Here we go, set. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That changes the sequence. Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want it?
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
The returner will field it and bring it back. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Rushes on him. He's got it. Wide open spaces. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. Oh, a lot of space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Arizona comes out with another first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They're going to test the right side with this one. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Arizona! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
To the air. It's Hoover. Working the big fella to the corner. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Winfield.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. They put on the heat and they blocked it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal blocking, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? Now the pitch. He has the first and still on his feet. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking for the score. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense.
He's loose. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, Arizona. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll take a knee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Payne. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Runs through the tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Try to get it to the edge. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Dumps it off to the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends him back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's complete on the right side. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Making side adjustments here. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Here we go. On the ride. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Arizona! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man cover.
There he goes.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU!
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll pull it down and run. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Arizona has it 1st and 10 to start overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throwing right. He caught it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Finds his man. It's James. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Moving away from pressure. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, TCU! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Looking to throw. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Arizona! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great receiver field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?